It appears that we have to make our way down to Pilgrim once again. And while I'm down there, I might as well talk to the y'all, because I forgot to do that last time I was here.
Answer to yourself, sneak thief.
I have a lot of respect for the restoration, sir. Skyrim could use more.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like you. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkreath Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested. There is room in my court for a new thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my thane. On your way, then. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some music.
Yeah, I did that like a long time ago. I just am not turned it in. I forgot to last time I was here. Oh yeah, the bow that she gave us. This is the Nightingale bow. Freezes the targets for 45 points and shocks target for 12 points and does total of 52 damage. And it appears that I got the hiccups. Drink my water. Yep, that seemed to work. Boom! Oh, I thought for a second that stump over there was a bear. What's that sound? know what that sound is, but I wasn't sure what the other sound was. Oh, the witch. That's what that was. Oh, necromancer. One of the two. There's another jug in the soul. How many do I have now? 6. Oh, that's enough to go with Soulstorm. But I'm gonna finish the main story first. Bandits! What's the matter? You're not losing fight to deer? Oh. I did not see him. He just came up from behind me. Man, getting here was a real chore. Necromancers, wolves, dragon, and then bandits. Can't go anywhere without running into trouble.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key. I haven't heard that name. do you know of me?
I have no idea what. What is that sound? That's a. Apparently the cats are just doing that sound too. Very loud.
I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frame. Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. You've done the Guild a great deed, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone. Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her. I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the Pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key. With the Ebonmere closed, and their sudden severance from the realm of Everglow, I fear they've undergone a drastic change. They're shadows of their former selves. They no longer remember their true purpose or their original identities. My spirit didn't manifest itself in the Sepulchre immediately, so fortunately I wasn't present when the Ebonmere was sealed. However, ever since that day, I've felt my power waning, slowly draining away. Whatever is affecting the Nightingale Sentinels is starting to affect me too. As I get closer to the Ebonmere, I begin to feel myself slipping away. Even right this moment, I feel strange, when I don't think I should be feeling anything at all. The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck. Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But Nocturnal, she influences our life. Nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade. Think about the Guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits. Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck, and for good reason. I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help? Good luck, Nightingale.
There's a weapon next to him. Oh, that just scares the undead. Alright, looks like we got a bit of a reading to do. I don't know why I let Anders talk me into this plan. He said the place would be full of wretches, but I have yet to see even a single gold coin. To make matters worse, I think the other priests are beginning to suspect we aren't who we say we are. If they discover we're posing as priests of Nocturnal, I'm sure they're not going to simply ask us to leave nicely. I'll have to watch my step. As an according of Nocturnal, I've been assigned to a mentor, old dark elf fellow by the name of I don't know how to say that name. I don't be able to say that. Maybe if I act the part, I can provide some information from him about the Pilgrim's Path. Anders swears to me that all of the temple's wealth is stashed within their inner sanctum, which simply sits at the end of the path. So my job is to get us through the obstacles alive. My mentor was easier to coax than I expected. Gave me a wealth of information on the Pilgrim's Path, but he was speaking in riddles. I'll try to record what I remember here and share it with Anders after he's done with his mentor. The only thing my mentor seemed clear about was there were 5 tests on the path. This is what he said about each. Shadows of their former selves, sentinels of the dark, they wander evermore and deal swift death to defilers. Above all, they stand vigilant, everlasting. Behold to the mark yet continuation of the globe. Offer what she desires most and reject the material. For her greatest want is what which cannot be seen, felt, or carried. Direct yet indirect. The path to salvation, a route of cunning with fortune betraying the foolish. The journey is complete. The Empress' embrace awaits the fallen. Hesitate not if you wish to gift her your eternal devotion. He also mumbled some nonsense phrases like night is the new day and how he was the ghost of the sun. I have no idea what these cryptic statements mean, but hopefully during tomorrow's ritual, Anders and I will put everything we've learned to the test. I'm gonna drop off some useless stuff. Like that. I don't know. Just worth the lot. Keep that. Anything else? Don't think those. No, those that barely even weigh anything, so. That's the skeleton key, right there. You think because it's called a skeleton key, you actually have a skeleton or a skull or something like that on it, but no. They didn't try to go into my house and drop things off. Because, yeah, sure, I don't need bones and skulls. Not that either. There we go. Lighten the load a bit. But yeah, maybe I should have gone to my house to drop things off. I'll make sure I'll do that when we're done here. Alright, this is the first actual test. Oh, as you can see, this place is just covered in darkness, and you want to stay in the dark. You go into the light, and ow, that happens. Come on, you stupid scroller. So the point of here is to not only stay in the dark and stay out of the light, or you get burned to death, but also there's traps along the way. Seems like no good. Alright, this next one says to give her what she wants most. Oops, I didn't want that. What she wants most is darkness. He doesn't care about materials. Now that is automatic. You think Lucas has a pressure pad there, it activates. But you can easily whirlwind sprint past that, or you can go to this master lock door and use the skeleton key to open it. And if the skeleton key doesn't break, you can constantly mess around with the lock until you find the right spot. Now there's more of those spirits in here, but you could easily just sneak past them. They're not actually in your way. Alright, this is the last bit. This one has to do with the part where it's taking the plunge. The journey is complete. The Empress's embrace awaits the fallen. Hesitate not if you wish to gift her your eternal devotion. That's good. You see a big hole in front of you. And you fall into that hole. Oh. And here's Anders' remains. I can't believe it. I came all this way, solved all of those ridiculous riddles, just to end up here. After I memorized Newstorm's clues he collected from his mentor, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me, because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes by soon. I'm getting hungry. Alright, after reading that note, would somebody wait here a couple of seconds? Should activate. There we go.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that he stays this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, if she'd been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the sepulchre in order to defend it. The guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Now the one I like actually is the Agent of Strife, because you can take some of the enemy's health away and add it to your own. So
Carlisle?
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale, your fears would have come true. She honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Yes, Nightingale? What is it? I've decided to make my home at Nightingale Hall, since it's your home as well. I hope to see you and Brynjolf there. Of course, I may visit some of Skyrim City's to acquire things from time to time. Can't afford to get rusty now, can we? Gallus's oath has been paid. His actions have satisfied the terms. Now his spirit becomes one with the Everglow, the realm of perpetual twilight and cradle of shadow. No, not gone. He's become one with the shadows. This is the greatest honor a Nightingale can possibly achieve. In death, he's become a part of that which we used to live. Absolutely. When we say walk with the shadows, we are asking those Nightingales who have passed on to protect us. It's believed that they are literally what guides our uncanny luck, by placing their hands in ours. That's why the Ebonmere needed to be reopened. Without it, there's no way Nocturnal was able to allow them through. If this place is in danger ever again, the shadows will call. Should the need arise, a portal connects the sepulchre and Nightingale Hall. Use it whenever you wish. Farewell. Eyes open and walk with the shadows.
Alright, that is it. That is it for the Thieves Guild storyline. That's done and dusted. What's left is the storyline for the Dark Brotherhood, which I will save for next time. But as for now, I will see you later. See ya.